Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
They're concerned about what's coming out of the tap. Look, you would be too. They don't want their children to drink this. The Macomb County neighborhood with serious questions about the water. Sean.
A high bond in a high-profile case. We're looking tonight at what magistrates and judges have to weigh when setting bond.
But we begin tonight with Storm Tracker 4 as more snow makes its way into Metro Detroit. Good evening, everybody. Well, if you have plans tonight, you may want to give yourself a little bit of extra time.
Start things off at 6 with Andrew with the conditions that might make for a tricky drive tonight and tomorrow morning, Andrew.
Well, Karen and Devin, here we go again. We've got slippery weather, snowy weather on the way. Now, most areas here in southeast Michigan, if it normally takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get to your destination and you're leaving now, you should be fine. However, in these areas here, currently in our south zone, we're looking at some chilly raindrops coming down in places like Erie Township, also right around Lambertville, that will change over into light snow within the next few moments. And you've already got light snow falling here in portions of Lenawee County. The leading edge of the snow activity just now entering Washtenaw County and Livingston County, and it will take at least 30 minutes or so, closer to around 7 p.m. or shortly afterward, to make it to Detroit and much of the rest of southeast Michigan. Right now, we're looking at temperatures hanging in the 30s. No snow falling as of yet. 35 degrees. You can expect between now and 8 o'clock for that snow to arrive. Not that streets and sidewalks will become snow covered and very deep immediately. They won't. They'll at least be wet and slick. But then between 8 and midnight, that's where you'll see some accumulation with steady snow. In some places, 1 to 2 inches by dawn. We'll talk more about those snow totals and your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, and Andrew will be monitoring the conditions throughout the night, but make sure you wake up with Brandon and Kim for a look at what you'll face for your morning drive tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today, which starts at 4:30 a.m.
Well, tonight the Local 4 defenders are digging into why some criminals are let back onto the streets only to commit more crimes.
This issue of bond reform is a hot topic across Metro Detroit. Defender Sean Lay live with more. Sean, judges say there's a real fine line here between safety considerations and what's fair.
That's absolutely right. Right here today, this really came up because we learned about a high bond and a very high-profile case that happened right here. And we are talking to a judge who says there's a balancing act here between being fair and being safe.
What we have to have in our community and our society is we have to have some semblance of law and order.
Law and order now sharing the spotlight with the topic of bond reform in some places. Police Commissioner Martin Jones says in Detroit, in some cases, defendants post a low bond and are out in hours. He says violent offenders need a high bond.
We want the people that need to be off the street to be off the street.
Today, Detroit Police Chief James White announcing the arrest of Elvin Shepard, charged with the vicious beating of a 63-year-old woman. The chief highlighting that Shepard was given a high bond, $250,000 cash.
This $250,000 bond, that's important. We don't want this person back on the street to further victimize.
Bond is not a punishment. It is to ensure the defendant returns to court.
We have to really be of the mindset of being fair and also being careful.
A tightrope for magistrates and judges like Judge Kenneth King.
I have to weigh the interest of making sure that the defendant shows up for court, making sure that they don't pose a danger to the community, but also that they have a constitutional right to bond, to a fair, reasonable bond.
Back here live, we asked the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that they're asking for higher bonds and more high-profile or violent offender cases. They tell us tonight, for every serious felony that we have, we hope that the judge or magistrate will take into account the nature of the crime that is charged, the prior record of the offender, and assess whether they pose a danger to the community. Juxtapose this to Washtenaw County, where prosecutors there are not asking for cash bonds, saying cash bonds are unfair to the people who cannot pay them. However, prosecutors and police, they don't make bonds, the magistrate does. I'm Defender Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you guys.
All right, Sean.
Well, an investigation is underway right now after Congresswoman Debbie Dingell's office has been vandalized. That happened today in Dearborn. Her spokesperson says her office was broken into and vandalized. No staff members were hurt or in the office at the time because of a previous fire in the building. Now, U.S. Capitol Police are assisting Dearborn Police in their investigation. No word on any suspects. Dingell's office will remain closed as the investigation continues. We do have a crew on the way there. We'll bring you more at 11. As the world watches the spread of the new contagious OMICRON variant, Michigan continues to report some troubling numbers. 80% of hospital beds are full.
And that is a level we have not seen yet during the pandemic. Right now, 4,386 adults in hospitals in Michigan with confirmed or suspected cases. That's 28 more than the previous high that was set 7 months ago during what we considered the state's third wave. More children are in the hospital than ever before, too. That number jumped to 139 today, and the previous high on that front was 71. That was back in April.
Over the holiday weekend, Michigan added more than 25,000 new COVID cases, an average of more than 5,000 cases over the past 5 days. Now, we did lose another 137 lives. Governor Whitmer says she's concerned about the case count and the new variant, but does not believe a mask mandate is necessary right now.
All the information is that these vaccines still hold up well against all the variants that have come and gone, but viruses mutate, and that's why wearing a mask while you're inside is crucial. Our COVID numbers are too high. They've always been too high.
As of yesterday, only Minnesota had a 7-day case rate higher than Michigan.
Now, President Biden says it is not if the Omicron variant is coming to the U.S., but when. The White House trying to buy some time and has banned travelers from several African nations entering the U.S. Now the president is urging people to wear masks and get their booster vaccines as scientists race to figure out how dangerous it is.
President Biden sounding a cautious alarm over the latest COVID-19 variant, Omicron.
This variant is a cause for concern, not a cause for panic.
The World Health Organization calls the global risk from the new mutation very high. But health experts say it will be a couple of weeks before we know how transmissible it is and whether it causes severe illness. The best protection, still, they say, is to get vaccinated.
If you haven't already gotten vaccinated, or if you have and you're eligible for a booster, do it now. This is the best way to protect yourself against Delta, which is still very much with us in the U.S., and Omicron, if it comes to the U.S., which it almost certainly will at some point.
But it's unclear right now how effective the current vaccines are in protecting against Omicron. Drug makers say studies are underway, as well as work on new versions.
The playbook is to understand a little bit better, and then within weeks, I think we will know most of the information that needs to be known, but every day we learn more.
The president defending his order to block foreigners from coming to the U.S. from South Africa and 7 other nations in the region.
It gives us time. To take more actions.
Japan, Morocco, and Israel have taken similar steps to try to slow the spread. New Omicron cases have been identified in Canada and several countries in Europe. And the president says it's just a matter of time before it's detected here.
Now, President Biden says he will unveil a plan to try to prevent a surge of winter COVID cases this Thursday. The president says it will not include lockdowns.
Question, what is in the water? That's what people in one Macomb County community want to know. Take a look. This is what is coming out of their taps. It's brown. It's not something they're willing to give to their kids. It's happening at the Springbrook Estates mobile home park near Van Dyke and 33 Mile. That's over in Bruce Township. As they tell our Victor Williams, this is a reoccurring problem.
Well, this cloudy water right here is one of the better examples of what these people in this mobile home community are dealing with. Obviously not something that you want to give to a child. The bottom line is they just want clean water, especially if they have to pay for it.
Most of the time our water is yellow, if not like almost brown, and we can't drink it.
Derek and Nicole is one couple living in the Springbrook Estates mobile home park, having to deal with reoccurring instances of brown or orange disgusting water that comes out of the faucet.
We buy most of our water in gallon jugs at the market, so we're paying for water we can't really use.
The two have a set of newborn twins they're extremely worried about with this type of water in the home.
Sometimes even when I go to give them a bath, I can't because the water is dirty.
The same frustrations are shared by Michaela and Tyler, who also have a newborn of their own.
It's just irritating, you know, when you see your water that you're taking a bath with. I gotta put my water in. It's orange.
It's literally orange.
They even insist they lost loved ones because of what they believe is in the water.
We had to put water from, the sink into his oxygen tank and everything, so it was going through his nose and through his body and everything like that. But yeah, the doctors told him he had Legionnaire's disease. So
we're told the park operates on a well water system, But either way, these residents are hoping something is done about the issue before it's too late.
I want clean water. I'm not happy about having to pay for water that I can't even use.
And Haven Park Communities, the company that owns Springbrook Estates, is saying that they are well aware of this situation and they have been trying their best to resolve it by placing a new well right at the mobile home park. They're also saying that any discoloration that you're seeing in the water right now, believe it or not, is nothing but trapped air and should be safe to consume. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor. Benton Harbor leaders announced they are accepting bids to replace lead water pipes in that city. City will accept bids from contractors to replace all lead water pipes no later than 2023 due to elevated levels of that toxic metal. Companies are going to be required to use trenchless technology to minimize the disruption to property. Governor Whitmer says the project is expected to start in the spring.
All right, so if you ordered from Amazon this Cyber Monday, you definitely have to see this.
Up next on NBC Nightly News, an exclusive look at how Amazon is getting those packages to your door. Company has its own growing cargo fleet to help with the holiday rush at its air hub in Texas. You'll go inside to see how Amazon is getting packages ready to deliver. Find out how much the company is expecting you to spend with them this year. That's coming up at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. A new winter weather advisory has just been issued for most of our area. We'll get back to Andrew right after the break.
And here's Megan Woods.
A book for kids by a kid. Coming up, we introduce you to the 8-year-old author who created this book in memory of his father.
And it's a way to show your appreciation for workers, especially in the middle of a staffing shortage. Watch as one woman steals a tip jar from a Wayne County business. And see if you can help cops catch her.